What's up, everybody? I'm here with three of my favorite people. This seems very weird to me because I've already done this because I'm an idiot and forgot to actually hit record last time. So
I'm personally pissed about it.
You should be. I'm wasting all of your time.
Oh yeah.
I'll never fade away. I'm a legacy that lives beyond, far beyond the grave. I am immortal. I'll never rest in peace. And you're never gonna be, never gonna be, never be, never gonna be, never gonna be, never be me.
The same dancer to my right, Dave Driskell, Leah West. And we're just gonna sit here and chat for a little bit.
Yeah,
how's that sound?
Sounds good.
We're at the 2015 CrossFit Games. How are you guys doing? You guys having fun?
Yeah, sweating it up, hanging out.
Yeah.
Getting bronze.
Get GTL.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I need to do some laundry. Yeah. And I didn't hit the gym today.
What are you gonna?
All I've done is walk around the town.
Yeah. You don't need to do it.
I don't need any shorts. Sweat, jump in the pool, sweat more. All right.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I hate to do that. So you are here from Bali.
Yep. I live in Bali. I live a little everywhere. And we're just kind of trying to open up a gym out there right now, or we'll be opening in October, should be launched. The name is to be determined. If I can strong arm headquarters to give me what I want since last time they denied me, so maybe I have a little more pull.
So to be determined is already taken?
Yeah,
They're serious with the names now.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get, not to be determined, to actually get CrossFit Wanderlust. That would be actually pretty cool to do TBD.
Does somebody already own it?
No, but it's a copyrighted word, or it's a movie, but it's also a word. So. The movie is a couple years older now, so maybe I can get away with it. AHQ? Come on.
Yeah. Hashtag give Dave his name.
Give Dave Wanderlust back. That's a word.
You should just change your last name to that and be like, come on, this is my last name.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to like infringe on anything.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, you can't use names?
Oh my god.
Can't use names, can't use town names, can't use numbers.
Can't use cities, right?
Can't use
Cities.
cities.
Suburbs, kinda.
No, not anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I guess they had just, it was too many maybe, and they just wanted people to be prohibited, I guess.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure.
That's possible. Well, plus there's like rally in every state, so you would be able to do rally. I don't know why I picked that name. So you live in Puerto Rico, right?
I do.
Yeah. How's that?
It's good.
You have a box there?
I'm opening it. We're building it out right now.
Oh, right on.
CrossFit Rincon.
Rincon.
She got that name.
Yeah, because Rincon means corner. We're on the west corner of the island.
Oh, wow. So you didn't get very creative there.
I did.
So if I find the Indonesian corner, I'll just do that.
If you're on a corner.
Right.
Bali's an island, corner around.
It's one big corner.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But we hope to be open by September.
Right on.
You say have to? Oh, hope to. I was like, you have to.
We
There's
have
a deadline
to.
for this, huh?
No, we hope to. We're doing pretty much everything ourselves. My husband's pretty crafty, so we're doing all the construction, the plumbing, the electrical, everything on our own. So it's just a matter of how fast.
That's awesome. How about you? What do you got going on? Special Olympics, I hear.
Dude, yeah, SO, man. Just that's where a lot of my time and energy is put forth toward right now. That just came from just some natural revelations through kind of redesigning our business model back home. We said that we wanted to, service the community of Quincy, Illinois, and I just saw a lot of voids with our service. Like we were just providing general CrossFit classes. And I think if you're providing service just to the general masses, then I think you're doing, obviously you're servicing a large quantity of people, but you're also not servicing a very specific demographic of people, which there are a lot of specific demographics of people with acute injuries, people with chronic injury, people with cognitive issues, physical issues, mental issues, and I think that's where I'm starting to just become. That's where I'm sharpening myself and really finding out what my essence is and what I'm enjoying doing, which is just providing kick-ass service and teaching people how to kind of take control and be able to create conditions in which they can learn how to start taking care of themselves. And I'm getting to see it. Like, I think before I ever knew what really Down syndrome was, or ever got to work with anyone with Down syndrome, I would just assume that it would probably be a good, smart, safe idea to always make sure that they have someone like keeping an eye on them. Like, I didn't know any better, so I'd like, when I first started with James, I'd always be like super cautious and nervous about like where he was, what he was doing. I didn't want like something to fall on him or like. But now like James, I've talked to James about like maybe coaching.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Dude,
Like I love watching.
I've called him in. Like, I have a group of like 15 Special Olympic athletes that'll come in during the week, and they'll do just real simple, like we'll do gait drills, monostructural work on the rower, like double unders, just play on the rig. I'll be like, hey James, I need help coaching. Like, can you come in and teach him how to row? So I can go work with this group over here, and he'll totally do
really
it, man.
Great.
He can coach it up, like legit coach it. Like he'll just, he knows what time it is, man. He's done it over and over so many times that it's not like he's just like a broken record, just repeating things. Like he straight up knows.
He
like,
knows what he's doing.
And I am completely comfortable and confident with him.
That's so great.
Taking over a class.
It's really cool.
And I don't know anything about Down syndrome. I just coach these dudes, and
which is probably really great. You probably have an advantage that way.
I think so.
Because you're just teaching them as a normal athlete.
I found that too with my people who have like paralysis. Like I think it's better that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the servicing that they get, it's radically different than what they're experiencing in PT.
Yeah.
They're like, we've never done anything like this.
Yeah.
As you're pushing a little differently.
Yeah, he's like, I've never been pushed like this before. I'm really exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, what? You guys gonna do this?
Yeah.
But I think like the guys with Down syndrome, like they are able to convey messages to one another pretty well. Like it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen like three little like babies or toddlers like interacting.
Right.
You're like, I wonder if they can like understand each other.
They totally can.
And like there's one guy, Tim, he doesn't have any teeth, and I have a really tough time understanding him. But him and James, like I'm like, what are you guys talking about? So I'll just be like, James, tell him to like pick his chest up, keep his head up, and make sure he's leaning back on his hip. And James is like, all right, got it. That's really cool. And they get it.
You know,
I want to come visit that. So I'd love to come see that. Help out,
sure.
whatever.
It would radically change your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your
at a core, what we do is like we want to teach people this stuff. We always used to joke. I'm a professional CrossFit coach, but I bartend on the side to make money. We do this because we love it, and we like you can see that little change. Leah and I were talking about like. Especially in new people or people like that who might want to try, you see that little change or the understanding where I just get it. I understand now how to push press. And you're like, that's it. And you see them getting better at life. I always hashtag creating or building better humans. Like we're just helping them a little bit more.
Because that's really what CrossFit is too.
Yeah.
It's not us mortals. I'm speaking for myself. Are never going to do things like go to the games or regionals. So to me, CrossFit is to make me better at life, not better at CrossFit.
Yeah.
Or like the zombie apocalypse.
Well, that's for
I need to jump over buildings.
For the general population, that's what it is. It just helps your day-to-day life be a little bit easier and push you just a little bit more to do
And
things.
with them, it helps them
helps-
deal with their life too.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, Sam, to see you kind of put aside your professional, like competitive career to go this direction is beyond admirable.
It was hard, bro. I would literally, I could cry. Like,
I was on the other
I'd
phone.
cry like a baby in bed, like with my wife, just because that's what I want to do. I want to go compete. I love this shit, dog. I love competing. Like it's really like the only thing I ever really defined myself as for the longest time. And I've gotten away from defining myself in a singular fashion as just a competitor, or like I used to be a football player. That's all I thought I was, just a football player. But being, having these different facets, and because what happens when a body part of mine fails and I'm no longer able to compete and be an athlete, like who the hell are you? What are you gonna do? For for other people. And that really bummed me out. That like I was being so selfish, and all I wanted to do was compete. So yeah, it was tough. You know, like I said, I lay in bed, I'd cry, and I'd just be like, man, I want to compete so bad, but I think I'm supposed to stay home and work with these dudes, and I'm glad I did. I miss competing. I miss my team. I don't think I'm like forfeiting the competitor inside me. I'm still going to continue to discipline my body, and if I happen to be blessed with opportunities to compete again, then I'll still do it. But as of right now, just continuing to think, say, and do things with a heart that's occupied by love, and develop my relationship with my wife, and become a decent business owner, and add value to my community and my team of employees, and I think if I find those, I think that's why I had kind of a kick-ass run at the Open and regionals, was because I had some decent balance in my life. Even though I wasn't like conditioning and working out, other areas, this thing was firing in a way that it's never really done before. And I think it's just because I was
you're putting love out there, and actually probably comes back to a lot. You might not realize that at the time. Probably heart's full of it.
I didn't really recognize it until after regionals. I was like, holy crap, bro! Look what you just did. Like you kind of put yourself aside, and you hung out and did this, and this, and you loved it. You had the time of your life, and you still you were still bearing fruit in a competitive, fashion, and that wasn't even your emphasis. So I think I'm just going to continue doing what I did during the Open and regionals, like what I just said. Love people, develop my relationship with my wife, be a good business owner, add value to my community. I think if I keep doing that, then I'll be able to compete. I'll be like, oh crap, that's pretty good. That's a lot of fun. And that's another thing, dude, it's fun. Like, I'm not out there throwing these pissy fits, throwing water balls across the court. And so I think I think, and that's what I think a good ambassador should do. Is go out there and have a good time, and not make everyone think that wow, that's you have a lot riding on this. Like this is the only thing that they do.
That actually brings me to a question for you, as far as training is concerned. When you're not at home and you're traveling everywhere, how do you keep up?
For the last 3 years, I've been at home.
That's what I'm saying. So your whole life, how do you stay not only fit in your training but also in your dieting? Because I know that when I travel, sometimes it's not that easy to get healthy food. Or you don't have time.
It's definitely a struggle because. When I get back here, I'm always like, all right, it's time to get some gains and squat a lot and eat a lot of big food and good quality food, and then I lose it like that when I gotta travel again. But then, it's frustrating. I'm not at a high-level athlete, but I enjoy it so much that I still train like I am. I'll go through peaks and valleys where I'm killing it, crushing it, gains, everything's getting better, and then I leave for a month. Like I went to India this year for a charity event. I was there for 28 days. I lost 3.5 kilos, 7 pounds. American? 7 pounds, and I lost 7 pounds and got fat at the same time. So it was pretty horrible. And then my squat went to crap. So it's hard, but then again, like he did, I left the day. I finished 15.5 and got on a plane and flew to India. And I did really well for myself in the Open. I got a lot better than fittest in Indonesia, which is a very small pool, but still a pool. So yeah,
did you get? Oh, you got fittest in Indonesia.
I got my shirt fittest in Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Fittest in Puerto Rico.
What? That is so cool.
We should just wear shirts and be like,
I know.
But saying that I'm fittest in Indonesia is like, I'm the best person in this little group. Probably not. Not anymore. Thanks a lot, Sam. But
being on a shirt.
It's still it was still an honor and cool. But like I said, we do that. I sacrifice. I still want to keep training, but I went off to this really awesome charity event. We raised all this money for the orphans and the women in India. So that kind of stuff, you put out love, and it was so awesome. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, just because it's a very trying country to be in. But it met some really beautiful people, and we helped all these people. I got to see the kids and the orphans that we were helping and raising money for, and that was awesome. Came back and we started training together. So as much as it's part of my life, I let it go up and down, and I try to always eat, healthy as I can do.
Be flexible with it.
Yeah. That being said, the food in India is great. it will put you on the toilet a bit.
Yeah.
It's awesome food.
You have to get used to it. You have to adjust to it.
You gotta go through. Call it Bali belly or deli belly if you're there. Like you get sick and you just gotta get used to it. If you're eating a lot of local foods, the oils they use and things, probably won't do this. But I cook for myself the majority of the time.
Oh, okay.
Unless I want a burger, then I go get one. Which is
I saw one time. I think you were. I don't remember where you were. But you were at some gym or something, and the weights you were using were just all rusted out.
Yeah.
How
I worked
does
out twice. That's another reason I lost my weight. I only worked out twice the whole time in India, 28 days, which is probably the longest hiatus I've had in about 9 years of fitness. So, there's some rebarb with some cement blocks.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, like the guy we were staying at his homestay took me on the back of his moped with his kid in front, drove me through these streets. Weaving in and out of cows. You can't touch cows, you can't eat cows.
You can't even touch them.
Well, you're not supposed to really touch trees. That'll be their thing. They kind of walk through the streets. We get to this gym, they drop me off, and it's just there's enough that I could do some squats. Nothing wasn't too heavy. Showed some kids how to push press. The funniest thing, I walked into the gym. There was 2 kids there. I used the restroom, came back, and there was 14 kids there just staring. Going, Did you flex? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, no, not even close.
Not even close.
But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it was interesting. You got to just kind of adapt. And I mean, I did work out on an island where I was just doing thrusters with a big rock I found on the ground. Just to kind of things.
Yeah. That's badass.
Yeah, it's fun.
So Leah, you're opening a gym in Puerto Rico. Where in Puerto Rico?
Rincon.
Oh, so that's the name of the town?
Yeah.
Not just the name of the.
Not just the name of the corner.
Yeah, so she got it.
So
she got by on a technicality. So
where is Rincon in reference to, let's say, San Juan?
So if this is Matt, Puerto Rico, and San Juan's here, I'm all the way over here.
Opposite side.
Yeah.
Now, San Juan...
Which is actually only 2.5 hours across.
I know, right?
So.
it's a huge drive. I've been to Puerto Rico, and in San Juan, it's pretty Americanized.
Yeah.
How is that in Rincon?
So, San Juan is pretty comparable to Miami. For anyone that's never been there, if you've been to Miami, it's kind of the same. But then on the other side of that, people will say that Puerto Rico is the poor man's Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii though, so I'm not sure.
you might just pissed off all these Hawaiians.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, 808's crushing it right now, so I want to be careful.
But, so San Juan's a city.
More valuable. More bang for your buck.
Because it's not a state, so it's a commonwealth. So San Juan is a major city, and where I live is a tiny little surf town full of white people.
Really?
Yeah.
Like retirees?
No, I mean people like me. Yeah. Well, I guess a good mix.
Surfers and...
Yeah. But so it's Americanized, but we don't have any corporate businesses in my town. It's all locally. Everything. Like you have to go to the next town to go to like Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So it is. It's really cool.
How large of a pool of people are we talking that you can draw from for your...
My town, there's 15,000 people that live in my town.
And how many CrossFit Games?
There are 26 affiliates on the island.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah, so in the open, there were 600 RX women. So it's a pretty big, I mean, it's not.
Number one.
But on my side, there's none. So there's a gym that I've been at for the past 2.5 years, but it's not an affiliate, and it's 2 towns away. The closest CrossFit affiliate to me is about an hour and a half south, and then there's one about an hour and a half north.
So you're about to corner the market.
Yeah, literally.